Hello, hello. Well, man, late at night, 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. I'm out here sitting all alone. But I got a buddy right there. And he's sitting right there in a chair. My little buddy. Ever since I picked him off when he flew up here with my finger and put him on the table and had a little talking with him and figured he'd go on ahead and fly on off. Well, he did, but he came back. See, that's why love will always bring you home. Now, I'm not saying this bug loves me, but he feels safe around me already because I didn't kill him. I was pleasant with him and I simply let him go. But he came back. Been here every night since. How about that? Can you see him? Right. Hello, little buddy. Okay. Don't have to jump. Don't have to jump. I think he's stoned. I mean, I really do. I think he might be stoned. Let's see if I can get real close to him before he jumps off. No, he's not jumping nowhere. He's feeling very safe about right now. See there? I got him trained. I got him trained like a hawk, don't I? Yeah, you'd be surprised. I can reach out there and grab him right now like I did the other night if I wanted to. I'm gonna turn my camera around. Hold on. Oh, there's my big, pretty, beautiful self right there. Mwah. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I think that bug is stoned for some reason. Just the way he's just fucking sitting there. And he just keeps coming back. I don't know what his deal is. He just feels safe here, but the fuck? He like leaves out during the day and goes and eats. Probably hopes he don't get eaten by a fucking bird. But if one of them birds ever do, one of them birds ever do see him, he's gone. Right? So yeah, he don't want to be out there. So he must be very aware of, there being predators out there in the woods, being the grass, being up here. Over here, he can look around and say, "Well, there ain't shit up here." But in that grass, he's probably seen snakes and little field mice and shit that could eat his motherfucking ass. So that tells me I don't think bugs are really all that fucking dumb. I think they at least have instinct. I'll just put it that way. Some of them. Bob, hope you're doing well. Jemima said, how was your day? My day was fantastic. Started training on the craps table, and I'm just over on the playing side again. I got to refreshen up with the values. The problem is, I know more about the betting than this other guy we're training. He just started his very first night on the craps table, so we got to start from scratch. That means you can't bet on this, can't bet on that, none of that over there, because he needs to learn this one thing first. Then we can move to the next, and the next. It's baby steps. So that's a little annoying, but I will say I had over double, about 2.5 times what I started with, maybe 3 times as much. But I was winning pretty consistently, just what we were doing. So I feel confident in being a player. It's just that I got to learn the values. So if you bet this way here, I'm going to pay you double. If you bet this way over there, I got to know. No, you can only bet in increments of 25 there or 30 there or whatever. And then explain to them why. So those things you learn, but you have taken baby steps because you're going to be doing it in a crowd of people. So you really got to get it down. So this is why they teach it the way they do. And so yeah, just in case they ever need the crap diddler. No. They just do events. Is that what you're asking? They're not really. It's not a real casino. There's nobody's betting money. I live with the guy that buying this place. He owns all these gambling tables, the old school style machines. Those are the real ones he's got, by the way. So when you see one of his events, we're dressed in white, black out, tuxedo type outfit, white shirt, black pants, maybe. Wintertime comes along, I'm gonna be throwing on the coat and I'll be decked out like that with the bow tie on. But I loan my bow tie to this other guy and he got it. So I don't need one because it's a beard, but I'll probably end up just getting another one and keep that one. I don't know. He's had it so long already. I'm like, whatever. But so, but there's a few additions I need to make to my uniform. I just do it because it's fun, but it does pay a little bit. It's a little money on the side. Totally legal. And there's nothing not legal about it. I'll put it that way. So, um, I'm enjoying my events and whatnot, what I'm doing. And so with that, but I only know the blackjack table really good. I don't know the craps table. So I really need to learn craps. Then I'm gonna come back and learn that roulette table a little better if I can be a dealer. Or, the person operating the table, I'll put it that way. And then after that, there's really nothing to learn. You just need to know how to turn on and off the air machine and put the value into these the machines. You know, they pay so much, they get this much worth. Put that might be 50,000 or whatever, and you already know. So it can be preset. So every time you punch it, it's like 1,000, or you can change it to be $500 value or $100 value, that kind of thing. So that way, if people buy, 5 times the amount, well, you're gonna hit that motherfucker 5 times. Who cares if you hit it a six? It's your day. Have a good day. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Yeah. If you work table or play the table. No, I work the table. We're the entertainment. So if we go to I went to a birthday party, and you might see it on one of the videos on one of my channels, like this channel you're probably on, where I live stream, and there's well over 600 people there. And it's just a guy's birthday party, and they had a dance floor, but there wasn't really anybody went on the dance floor because they were busy taking turns coming to the casino table, and they like that. And they play for these tickets, and then they have this raffle at the end of the day or towards the end, and people will win while they're playing. I've seen a couple spend roughly about $50,000 in one night just to support whatever the event was supporting. In this case, it was education. And shit, man, there's another guy at the table spent 20 grand, same fucking night, same auction. They were playing together. See, you're gonna rub shoulders with some wealthy people and whatnot. Some of them are fucking beyond rich, the billionaire type. You meet some of them living out here and hanging out. It's pretty cool. They're just people too. And but you'd be surprised, what they know, how much it would jive with what you understand. Yeah, pretty good knowing those things. See, I work the table. I'll be the actual dealer, right, at the table. Plus, we get to keep our own tips. So, hey, I got pretty good tips. I mean, I can't lie about that. Um, but there's always a lot going on. I mean, you might do a graduation. You know, it could be high school or college event, or it could be just some birthday event you go to, and you just unload what stuff, load it back up in the trailer, and bring it back that night. So if it's a big event, the people loading and unloading, they're gonna get worn the f out. On the third night, a lot of people won't even work 3 nights in a row. But those that are in shape, they'll do it. They'll do 3 nights in a row. That's very few. And because these fucking tables, shit, man, some of them weigh a lot. And even the light shit you're still carrying, you got the legs to go to everything, and you gotta carry it. Yeah, there's a lot of weight involved in carrying all this crap, setting it up, and all of that shit. I don't mess with most of that. Fuck that. Once I hit my about 45, I said I ain't never touching that shit again. Actually, I wasn't even that old, but why labor when you don't have to? Yeah, see, if you're a dealer in demand, like somebody like me, which people absolutely are entertained at the table by, then you don't need to fucking move all heavy shit. Now, sometimes I help them, but there's a lot of leverage involved. We don't work dumb. Me and the guy that runs this place knows the business there because he's too smart for that. You know. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I don't complain about living here. Pretty big house. Yeah, and when he buys it, this whole house gets redone. He's already looked at the prices of everything. We're gonna get a pool, probably a sauna, that kind of shit. And this property's gonna push out. They're gonna square it off, and it's gonna be a whole freaking event center. This whole back property, right, for people getting married, and not just people getting married, but people come over and have birthday parties or fucking party for whatever. And he can cater it to anything you need. Booze, food, whatever. You can bring your own. Nobody gives a fuck shit. And but if you want like a real nice fucking wedding, this is gonna end up being that type of event center. Because you can have one corner for the wedding with the overhang on there and everything, so you're out of the sun and all of that. And he already knows how much all of that's going to cost down to the detail because he's already researched, like the best type of shading, keep sunlight out, blah 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 for events, blah blah blah. He already knows all of that, so he knows which companies to go to for what he wants, right? So he's going to have a real good cover type event center set up. All of this shit's going to get replaced with the like flowers and blooming bushes, things that are pretty. You know what I'm saying? That you want to see in your background when you get there. So all of that'll be done, and then I forgot what else they're putting in over here. Just whatever the fuck comes to mind on the other side. Hey, we could build a building and do this or that. And actually, he has enough land just in the backyard alone, and that side over there, to put in an actual event center. See, so he can actually hold his own events here, like say once a month, or how about every weekend we do, instead of bingo, you'll come up here and everybody play for prizes. See, or even houses. How about you play to win a house, and anybody online watching can buy in. You can buy tickets. Anybody can buy tickets, or you can show up here and win tickets by simply playing. See, now there's a lot of events. You'd be amazed at how many events you can run if you own your own event center, because it's very expensive to rent one out. So you never want to rent one out. what he does, he lets them rent all of that out. And they hire him. So he's going to make his money anyway. But if you own your own event center, well, shit, man. Fuck, you got it made then, right? So this is all the type of talk that's about what he's going to do to the place. This whole house gets redone, a little bit more modernized and whatnot, updated. So that's pretty cool. And I get to live here. I'll be one of the fucking guys probably answering the fucking door or something. You know? Like, how many motherfuckers just fucking walk back here? I ain't walking up there and answer the door. I'm fucking get stoned, right? I mean, it might be a life like that. You know, and then there's times, oh, we got the commissioner coming over today, so. That means I step on my fucking balcony and smoke. No, that means chill out on that. He'll go tell everybody. Let's everybody chill out on that. Till he comes and goes, and everybody's lighting up. Fuck it. People just come over here to get fucking stoned. It's the place, you know. You know, people here, you cool people. Fuck up, get stoned. Fuck it. But we don't care. Not even if we not even smoking pot that night. Because I don't always smoke pot. I mean, people come over to smoke it. Fuck it. You know, we'll just be hanging out talking about shit. A lot of brainstorming goes on here. Like, you'd be fucking amazed. Way better than what dialogue you get like online. Every once in a while, you know, you'll get that kind of dialogue. But yeah, it's better when it's in person, you know, and there's several people talking about one single thing that they're interested in, and then you always got one or two people Googling shit, right? So they'll come back. Well, this is shit, man. You get one of them for this and do it this way. Here, check that out. What? People are looking. Oh, goddamn. Fuck yeah. You know, you just be amazed. You got some good Bud T-Bob. I'll plead the fifth on that. I live in Texas. I mean, I would never have more than enough to fucking get a ticket over. Be like a fucking one nighter in jail or a one weekend deal in jail, and then they want you out of there after that. Fuck, they keep you in there and you'll fucking sit out your ticket. I'll be begging the judge, hey, let me sit the ticket out, man. Come on. Well, I'll put both numbers and go home and get stoned again anyway. Who gives a fuck? I'll start telling him about all my physical problems and then ask him, don't you think that people like me, we all smoke fucking weed? What do you expect? I guarantee you what would happen, because this is the way Texas is doing it right now. If you fit in a category, like if you're a boxer or MMA fighter and you're a professional and you get caught with just a little bit of weed, the judge will literally say, and I've heard it said, literally, I've been living here. Well, you are a professional boxer. You do have pain that you go through constantly, and we acknowledge that almost every single boxer we know down around this area all smoke pot, right? So we're gonna just dismiss the case, but I'm gonna notate on here, yeah, don't let this happen again, okay? Or, you know, probably gonna have to find you a little something, you know. And then he'll put on there and he'll say it out loud for a period of 1 year, and he'll stamp it. Pop. That means you got 1 year probation. You're not guilty. We're not even gonna put charges on you, but it's like being on probation, because next time you get popped, that means they're gonna fine you if you get caught within a year. So just don't get caught. No more fucking pot the rest of the year, and you don't have to pay no fucking fine. And the fine ain't no more than like 150, 250 bucks, some shit like that anyway. It ain't nothing. And it's literally a Class C misdemeanor, if you know, just care a little bit. So nobody around here gives a fuck. We're just waiting for it to be legalized in Texas. But everybody fucking does it. So they can't bust everybody. See? So the secret is you just drink a little bit. Y'all gonna have it. You can smoke right in front of cops around here. They'll just look at you like, hey, you'll say, hey. Did you know that the cops down here, one of the incentives of being a cop down here is they are allowed to drink beer while on duty? I shit you not. They're only allowed to drink so much beer per hour, kind of thing. But they do allow police officers here to drink alcohol while on duty. And I imagine why you see so many of them dying, because they don't give a fuck. Man, they're feel good in them. They walk up to cars, man, without even thinking about calling for backup, just in case. And yeah, unfortunately, when a cop does that down here, sometimes they fucking get shot and killed. So it's so dangerous living down here on the border, and it's really dangerous for cops. And so, the ones that are using their head better, they've been police for a while, and the ones that don't, well, you hope they learn quick, right? But that's why they have to give them an incentive to be a cop here. So they try to pay them what they can, the best they can here, which is not near what you think is a big city cop makes. It's like a third of the amount. Try that. And then on top of that, um, the state pays for all their medical and shit anyway. So they got free medical insurance. It's like a policeman's insurance and all. They get all the good benefits. They get a lot of perks. But even then, people don't want to be cops down here because it's too fucking dangerous. So to give them that incentive, what if you offered to allow them to drink beer while on duty and wear a fucking badge? You just do what we tell you. Keep scum off the street. Go against these gangs. Go against them people over there. Of course, you're going to get cops in there and say, yes, sir. Fucking A. But every fucking town around here, every cop is allowed to drink on duty. If they're not, you're not going to get anybody to join your police force, your police department. Not down here, not for what they pay. See? Yeah. Oh, and also they get a per diem down here. So basically, whatever city hires them, they put so much dollars per day in per diem. So basically, they're paying for your fucking beer on top of that. And then they write that off to the fucking state, who's already agreed to cover all of that. So basically, the state of Texas is paying out a lot of money to have police on the fucking border, even though a lot of that money's not going into the pockets of the police. And if it did, it wouldn't be enough to make any difference so that they could get cops hired here. So you're better off keeping a certain amount back and offering the free beer we drink on duty. After that, you got to buy it for yourself. who wouldn't want that fucking job, right? Yeah, damn. Like, see my police car, drink fucking beer, motherfucker. Look at you like, that beer I see in your hands? It better not be, motherfucker. Ah, that's literally the way it is down here. That fucking crazy or what? But that's cool, right? Hold on a minute. I'll come read whatever it is you're posting down there in a minute. Is that okay, buddy? Right. No, that's just this right here. It's okay. It's nothing. No, don't worry about that. That was literally me talking to this fucking cricket right here. I ain't kidding you, man. Check him out. He got a little timid there for a minute. But after he smelled what it was he was smelling, And then Helen, he just chilled right the fuck back out. I can almost guarantee you that that motherfucker right there is stoned as a motherfucking cricket. Can be stoned unless you put him in a fucking underneath a bowl and fill it with THC filled smoke, which might be cruelty to animals. I don't know about that. But look, he's real cool. He might be thinking about taking off. See, move right just a little bit. But he's pretty cool little fella, isn't he? Very trusting too. To be that fucking close to me this fucking long. And I reach up for like within an inch of his fucking ass and just kind of wave my little finger at him, and he don't move. He'll move a leg maybe, but he ain't took off yet on me. Bob, the grasshopper talker. There you go, little buddy. I'll give you a little extra. Oh, yeah. I think he's smoking on a peace pipe. Otherwise, he wouldn't be laying in that chair like he is all fucking day. Or all fucking night. Oh, man, I feel so good right now. Oh, baby. Finally hit my mark, man. Oh, shit. I should have got my lazy ass up and got all the way down here and all that fucking shit earlier today. But I was so fucking busy with my own real shit, I never did. And then I slept half the fucking day anyway. And it took me till this long to be just so happy right now about that. Yeah, I'm running late as fuck, but I don't care. He says something. I says hour. Like grams of uh, 100 milligrams, I think, of that fucking shit you take. You know, if you got a stuffed nose. Drive to you. This shit you buy over the counter, like little pink pills or whatever, and you take a couple of them. Usually you take about 50 milligrams. Whatever the fuck them things are called. And but you can get shots, right? I got 100 milligram shot one time, and that fucking shit knocked me out for 24 hours, man. I ain't gonna bullshit. And well, I didn't go sleep till I got home, but as soon as I walked in the door, I just feel like, whoa, so glad to be home. But kicked my shoes off, passed out 24 hours. Either I kicked my shoes off, I presume, or my wife took them off. I don't know which one it was to this day. And then, like, the only other time was when I had a fucking tooth. I yanked out, you know, your fang teeth? That's the third tooth over on both sides. Like, I had one of them motherfuckers yanked out. And right after I got home, same fucking thing, man. I laid in bed and literally passed the fuck out for 24 hours. And he wouldn't pull that tooth unless I had somebody driving. So my wife had to go up there with me that day. I slept for 24 fucking hours. Right. And then some. And I couldn't believe it, man. So I went back and I asked the doctor on the checkup. I said, how come I fucking slept for 24 fucking hours? And he said, you wouldn't believe me if I told you ahead of time, would you? I said, I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. He said, yeah, it's such a shock busting through that nerve that it could kill you. It sends your body into literal shock. You don't know how much pain it is because you don't feel it because it doesn't hit off the charts for your body to send that signal to your brain and back. So what happens is it tells your brain to shut down, so you go into this deep sleep. And he said it keeps you on and off, but it keeps you going back in that deep sleep. You know, as long as it goes up there and checks, and there's still that much fucking pain, he says you go sleep. And usually it takes about at least 24 hours or so before you wake up. And I said, oh goddamn, really? Son of a bitch. You know? Fuck yeah, I missed work because of that shit. Yeah. Then I had to go back to dentist and it wasn't nothing. But that fucking tooth there, man, when you get that son of a bitch yanked out, motherfucker, yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. Yeah. I don't know, it's weird. Because it goes through this fucking sinus nerve or something you got up there. And you yank them out, it cuts right through it too, you know. But once you cut that nerve, it doesn't mean it stops the pain. It means that nerve is sending out the worst kind of fucking pain. So that's what puts you into a shock. And yeah, have both of them removed. One over here and one over here. So I spent 2 times. I slept for 24 fucking hours after I had the fucking tooth pulled. Yeah, the canine tooth. That's right. I just now started reading what you were saying down here. Let me go look. I went into a store and bought a quarter ounce of some damn good weed. Uh, for 30 ducks. Just like I would go and buy some beers. It's a blessing. Yeah, but you're fucking getting robbed like a motherfucker where you live. Colorado or some shit like that. Cost of living must be really high. But I only got 5% power on about that the other day. And I'll catch you on the next go around. I'm gonna get upstairs. I doubt I'm gonna go live again tonight. But anything's possible. But yeah, it would be cool to be able to go to the store, I guess. You know, grow it on your own. I could talk this gun and let you put a farm out there somewhere. All right, later on, guy.